Welcome to Let Tech Cars. Today I'll be bringing you the best top 10 future classic cars to invest in. I've always liked old cars, they have a lot of character, which I think new cars lack, and some of the designs are better than the ones of today. Plus, they were actually made of metal and not plastic. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Number 10. The Ford Racing Puma, which reaches 0 to 60 in 7.4 seconds with 153 bhp. Only 500 ever made by Ford's UK engineering department between 1999 and 2001. The Racing Puma came with wider arches and looked more meaner than the standard Puma. Number 9. The Mark I Ford Focus RS with a twin-turbo 2-litre petrol which delivered 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds with 215 bhp. It was launched in 2002. It was the first Focus RS to be made, with unique OZ 18-inch alloyed sparkle bucket seats, a blue steering wheel and green starter button. It was only produced in Imperial Blue and was a quick car back then. Number 8. The Renault Clio V6, which was produced in 2001 and came equipped with a 3-litre V6 producing 255 bhp, which reached 0 to 60 in 5.6. I think it's one of the craziest and most appealing cars Renault has ever built since the GT5 Turbo. Still to this day, a V6 in a small car is mind-blowing. It came factory standard with this race-like body which looks absolutely awesome. Number 7. The Renault Megane R26, which was released in 2004. It will climb in price just like the R26R. It comes with a 2-litre turbo unit producing 233 bhp, capable of 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat, and has a limited slip differential, new dampers and stiffer springs unlike the 225 Sport, which really helps it in the corners being front wheel drive. Number 6. The BMW E36 M3 Evolution, which came to the UK in 1996 with a 3.2 litre straight 6 and 321 bhp, capable of 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. It was the first M3 with a straight 6 engine. The Evo will gain price over the standard M3 as it came with more features than the normal M3, such as an extra gear, double vanos instead of single, aluminium door panels, a better limited slip differential and a quicker steering rack. Truly a beautiful piece of work, and a lot of people have a love or hate relationship with it. Me personally, I love the 90s look about it. Number 5. The BMW E30 325i, one of my personal favourites. Produced in 1985, the 325i is a step down from the M3. The M3 isn't on this list as prices have already skyrocketed, with just body panels and rolling shells going for tens of thousands of pounds. Anyway, this is one of the best cars BMW has ever made, which handles like a dream, weighs nothing and loves to go around corners sideways. And then we get to the looks, one of the most best looking cars I've ever laid my eyes on. And remember, this was designed in the 80s. The ones that will hold their money are the manual 325s and the 318 ISs, which came in MTEC 1 and MTEC 2 form. Tech 1 being the pre-facelift and Tech 2 being the facelift, but even the SE models are slowly climbing up in price. Number 4. The Audi RS4 P7, which started production in 2006 and came with a 4.2 litre all-aluminium V8 reaching 0 to 60 in a respectable 4.8 seconds and produced 414 bhp, which was the same unit using the very first Audi R8. It also benefited from Audi's Quattro 4-wheel drive system and dynamic ride control. It looks so good and that V8 sounds incredible. Personally, I'd debadge it and create it into a sleeper. Number 3. The BMW 1M Coupe. The reason it isn't called the M1 is to avoid confusion with the original M1. The 1M delivers 335 bhp from a twin-turbo straight 6 and reaches 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Released in 2011, it was the first M car to introduce turbocharging to the M car division. It has now been discontinued and replaced by the M2, so it's more than guaranteed to shoot up in price. Number 2. The E46 M3, which came to our roads in 2000 and one of the first cars to have more brake horsepower than litres, being a 3.2 and delivering 338 bhp with a 0 to 60 time in 4.6 seconds and revving to 8,000 revs per minute. This car was no joke. The ones to invest in are manual coupes. You'll find SMG convertibles very cheap as the SMGs are very expensive to repair and don't give the same fuel factor as a manual. Also, the convertibles are 100 kilos heavier, which affect performance, handling and MPG. The M3 only came in pre-facelift but did come in its own facelift form too, adding the rear LED lights from the facelift. Number 1. The BMW E60 M5. Introduced in 2005, it was the world's first production saloon to feature a V10 petrol engine. Like its other predecessors, it was also the quickest and fastest 4-door saloon in the world at its time of release. It is, still to this day, the most successful M5 ever made. Due to emissions, turbocharging and engine downsizing, BMW won't make another V10 M5 again. It came armed with a 500 bhp V10 and shoots from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, which is still a fantastic figure nowadays. Remember, this was introduced in 2005 guys. Unfortunately, the UK only got the SMG3 gearbox, which is not as fast as the manual, but you're able to remap the gearbox so you can still get the most potential from that beautiful V10. Thanks for taking your time out to watch my video. Please subscribe, share, like and comment. Thanks again from Let Tech Cars.